Can play queen b3 here. I can play d5, try to use the double op combo. Let's play d5, try to use a double op combo. We have a double wooden shield as well, like a very nice double wooden shield. So again, Felix Longgel played knight takes c6 against Moist Critical and lost to queen takes f2 because he refused to take lessons with me, because I would have shown that to him. So I'm going to play knight f3, which is another line as well. This is another line. Now I'm going to play h3 to stop bishop g4, which hits the knight. I'm from Sweden. I feel offended, but I'm from Sweden too. Why are you offended? I'm from Sweden. I told you guys I'm about like 12% Swedish. My mom's father was 100% Swedish, first generation in America. Play bishop d3 here. How can you be having an amazing afternoon if you're devastated? I kind of agree, but I'm having an amazing afternoon. Let's play g3. Let me go queen e2, try to consolidate some stuff here. I actually have some issues with my queen side, like maybe some real issues actually. I guess I'll go here to hit the bishop and maybe bishop e3. I got to get my king out of the middle of the board. I'm in denial phase. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, can trade. I don't want to. I'm just gonna castle. Thanks so much to Trokar. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Appreciate it. My eyes are a bit swollen from crying this morning. I know. Play bishop c2. I can't imagine later when if I actually lose my mind and choose to go to art chess, what kind of insane things people are probably going to be saying about me. Yeah, they're probably going to be saying like I'm faking everything, or I don't even know what they're going to be saying, but I can only imagine. I can only imagine what kind of absolute nonsense they're creating over there. Okay, let's play queen f3. Just gonna go king b1, maybe knight d4. I mean, I should be okay. It doesn't mean I'm better here, but I'm not worse either. But yeah, whoa, they get a Trokar for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Hikaru is a Danish person. I just lost 12% of my respect to you. I'm basically German, Japanese, and Swedish. That's what I am, for anybody who hasn't already heard that. Because my mom's mother, my grandmother, who just turned 88 this weekend, by the way, when I went out to see her, her parents were 100% German. So her parents were 100% German, and then my mom's father was 100% Swedish. Let's go rook f1 here. Are you from East Oder, West Germany? I have no idea. I mean, you're talking before there was East and West. It was probably Prussia when my grandmother's parents left. It was probably the Kingdom of Prussia, right? Because before it was Germany, it was Prussia, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go queen f2 here. I have e5. Let's just go for it. I'm just gonna play knight e4 to hit the rook. How are my parents taking the news about Magnus? Actually, you know what's funny? I bet my stepfather, because he watched my stream, he follows chess far too much for his own good. I mean, he teaches chess, so of course he follows it. And I'm sure there are people in chat even who have probably taken lessons from him. He probably actually might be a little bit sad. He might be sad, actually. He might be sad. Thanks so much Trokar for the 3,300 bits. Thanks so much to Trokar. Appreciate it. Let's take the pawn. He's trying to come up with cheese, but I have queen f3 to force the queens. Yeah. No, he might actually be sad, because unlike me, he takes chess too seriously. So thank you so much to Hell's Ninja Kitcha for the gift, or Hell's Kitchen Ninja for the 21 months. X Jack Black X, thank you so much for the prime. Let's go knight b3 here. Thank you so much. I really want to see Hikaru play with Boncloud in the match. You never would have seen this. Do you think this could lead to the downfall of classical chess and the chess world fully focused on viewer-friendly rapid and blitz? I mean, I don't know what this means objective. I'm gonna go f5 because I don't want him to get this bishop active. I want to make sure this bishop is just terrible. I don't know what it really means. I honestly have no idea what it means in the bigger picture. I guess let's hit the rook here, but I mean, I think changes probably will happen. That I do think will happen. Let's just go here, consolidate. Classical isn't bad as long as it's dynamic. Yeah, I agree. I mean, well, classical chess can be really hype. Like that final game between Magnus and and or not final game, game 6 between Jan and Magnus. That was a huge game, hugely exciting, but the problem is like you can't ensure such stuff. Unfortunately I have check and he's stuck because I control the square, and it's also of course a classic right triangle. My expectations for Tesla's earnings, another good day in the market today. Yeah, markets are cruising because Bitcoin is cruising, I think. Oh, Bitcoin's come off a little bit, but yeah, I mean everything that should be going up is going up. Google's up, Meta's up, Netflix is up. I don't know, it depends. What's Tesla at? 741. I mean, I'm not playing it, but something could happen. It's Chess Gamer Supreme for the Prime. I actually think they're gonna miss though. I think they're gonna miss because I think was with the Shanghai stuff when their plant was shut down. That was wasn't that during this quarter? Or am I crazy? Is that much time already passed? Let's drop the bishop back. I mean, it wasn't shut down, but they weren't able to produce for a few days, as I recall. So let's play d5 here. Do I intend to play the next candidates? Oh, I would love to. Now we're gonna get the same position that I had before, or I wanted, where my opponent he's up a pawn temporarily, but he's these ugly stacked pawns. I'm gonna go here, hit this. I also have a fork in play. This looks pretty good. It opened back up in late May, yeah, but I'm saying I think that's gonna be reflected in this quarter's earnings if I'm not mistaken. I don't have a strong opinion either way. I think everything comes down to Google and Meta World Peace. That's what it all comes down to. If they have good earnings, I think everything's back in a big way. Let's go bishop d7 here. All right, so pawns are weak on d5 d4. He could guard with knight c2, maybe it's a move. But yeah, goes rook e1. I guess I'll just eat the juicer. Why not? I have rook d8 after rook e7. I should be fine. Go rook d8. Yeah, well, I'm referring to meta, you guys. Everybody knows about Meta World Peace. Does he even go by that name anymore or not? Does he go by that name or not? Let's go here, attack the bishop. Maybe f6 to remove the rook from the center of the board. No, he doesn't. Oh, that's very sad. That's sad. He goes by Meta Sandiford, our test now. That's a troll. Good troll, you guys. Good troll. Let's go rook e8. His name is Meta Sandiford, our test. Okay, whatever. It's all good. Okay, fair enough. I should be winning because he has a weak pawn. It's same color as my bishop. That's why I think I'm winning here. Thank you so much, Javaka, for the prime. Thank you so much to Javaka. Go here. I'm just gonna run my king up. This should be winning if I. Oh, maybe he's in time. I don't think he is. But I have to be very careful because if I go here, d6 takes, I actually lose the game. Like if I go here takes, he goes d7, and I resign. So key is, how do I do this now? First step I assume is I want to put everything on the black squares. This way the bishop can't touch anything because I put them on these squares, so the bishop's on the wrong color. Good, so Willie J for the 6 months. I'm gonna go check here. I force f5 and now I go back. Now he's put 2 pawns on white squares. Now I go a5. I stop him from playing b4. Okay, now somewhere in here there should be a way to win. I think b5 here, bishop f7. Yeah, I think I go here and then bishop f7. I should be winning maybe. I think I go here and this should just be winning. Not trivial, mind you, but okay, actually what I'm gonna do is I guess I can also play b4 here. I'm gonna go b4. I don't know if it's the right move, but I can take with the king and then go a4. You can switch out lower for the $5. Thank you so much. Your vids on Magnus, your thoughts about the future and has ambition risen regarding formal chess? Not really. Now, the reason I think I'm winning here is because I think I can sneak in from behind with bishop h5 to d1. And again, all these pawns are on white squares. You can switch a red dealer for 6. After bishop e3, there are a couple moves. You can play bishop b6. You can play d6. I believe you can also play queen g6 maybe as well. Thank you so much to Casual Kel for the 11 months. Thank you so much. Now, I sneak in with the bishop. Now the question is, if I go here, he has g. I think I'd still try to go after the pawn. I go here, I tickle, and now I get in with my king, and now I just win the game. I just trade, and again, I can kind of just chill if I want, but I think I just go here, and I should just be winning. I guess I'll go check, and then I just touch the pawn, and now I just win. I have too many pawns here. Thank you so much to K-Dub for the 23 months. Good check, no entry. And now I just run the pawns up the board. Checkmate. Let's keep going. Did I know Mark Zuckerberg's wife just got diagnosed with skin cancer? Oh, that's awful. That's terrible news. All right, let's play G3, bishop G2 again. Rickrolled. Yeah, we're playing Rickrolled. Yeah. That's sad. Very sad. Go here in castles. Next we play knight bd2. Based on Nepo's interview, he'll 100% play WC as he finds value. Yeah, I mean, the only reason Nepo would not play is if Nepo's like, okay, screw this, you know, it's not legit if Magnus isn't involved, so I'm going to start using my position now and force them to have to change. That's the only way that that Nepo wouldn't play. But I mean, if FIDE is going to tell Magnus that, you know, that they don't care about what he wants changed, then why are they going to care about Nepo? So anyway, knight e5 is played. I can play h3 here. I'm gonna play h3 to stop knight g4. Again, I just don't see it. Magnus wanted to be different than the current 12 or 14 game format. That's what he wanted to change. So yeah, but I just don't see it. If he was a Giga Chat, he would do it. Yeah, but how can Nepo do that? Because the problem is Nepo also, I mean, you have to realize people who are running FIDE, they are Russian, and I mean, I mean, you never know what's going to happen if he just refuses to play. Like, I mean, thank you so much to War Mode for the Prime. Yeah, it's just bad all around. The whole thing, it stinks. It just stinks. That's all that needs to be said. The whole thing stinks. I mean, I don't think I need to say anything else. The whole thing just stinks. And yeah, no Magnus. I mean, what kind of a match is it? I agree. Now I'm gonna go back because now the knight has no squares. Look at the squares, they're both covered. He can't go either way, so he goes knight c6. Now I can play f4. I can also play king. I think I'm gonna play f4 here. Let's go here, consolidate my position. I'm gonna go here, and now I want to finish my development with knight d2 next move. It's not FIDE's fault that Magnus doesn't want to play. Yeah, I mean, the real question is the format. It's the age-old question. Are they going to change the format or not change it? I mean, I personally feel like I don't really see a problem with the format, because again, you have the World Rapid Championship, the World Blitz Championship, and I get the 14 games maybe it's too long, but I mean, they've had this format for so long, and it was even longer in the past. It was like 24 games once upon a time. It was 24 games, which is just nuts. I mean, absolutely nuts. Hikaru, you have over 10k viewers. That's crazy. I stream, you guys. I'm a streamer first. I love streaming. I'm just glad that everybody enjoys the content. You know, when I started, I never thought it would ever get to such heights. But you know, it's just you work hard, try to be in the right spot, and you know, fortunately there are enough people out there who love the game of chess. So yeah. Now my man is asking to get absolutely sauced in the center of the board here. Let's see. But can I actually sauce him with e5? I'm not sure that I can, so I'm just going to play bishop g1. Very prophylactic move. Now the bishops, they're back at home, but they're angling. My rooks are well placed. I do have e5 somewhere in here. I don't know quite when. I also have knight e3. Actually, I'm going to go here, knight d5. Just try to go after this queen. This queen is not happy here on f6. I need a cracker smasher for 3. I do it for the prime and moves for 2 months. Thank you so much, appreciate it. Let's go here and fork the knight and the queen. It's also check here. I guess I don't know why that just can't, that sounded very, very funny. I'm gonna take I guess I'll take with the king. I'm gonna take the knight here. I don't know why that username just made me laugh. Okay, let's go king f2 and attack the rook here. I'm gonna play g4, no bishop f5, and now I'll just move the king up. I guess I'm gonna play knight f4. I'm sorry, I don't know why that username just made me break out laughing, but it did. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take the bishop. I'm gonna go h4, maybe h5. I can also take the pawn here. I can also just go h5 right away. Rook e4 is actually legitimately a problem here. Go here, consolidate my position. Now I go check with the fork, and that's GG. Okay, we're playing macchiato again. Macchiato. I'll play 97 here. I need so much of welfare for 3 months. I'm probably gonna take a short break out of this game, that way I can't get sniped on the next one. We'll play someone new. The arena's not private. No, you just have to be a member of the fan club. Would I invest in play Magnus? Is down almost 80% from the highs. With Magnus not retaining his title, absolutely not. No chance that I would invest in that. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Do you have income from the amount of viewers you have, or is it strictly subscribers? It's ads and subscribers. You don't make money just off of the viewership count, which is one of the biggest difference between Twitch and YouTube, which is why YouTube in some ways is better, honestly, because we're gonna get the same opening here, because on YouTube you do get money based on the number of views. So like, for example, if you have 200,000 viewers of your video on YouTube, you get paid. If I have 50,000 viewers of a stream of mine but no one's subscribing, I'm not running ads, I am getting no money. So it is actually, it's so simple. I want to invest in Hikaru stock. I'm not publicly traded, but you wouldn't want to invest in me because my projections are down a little bit on the year. I've already estimated, you know, the total profits and the gross margin, etc. So probably not going to be a good yearly report. Anyway, let's keep going. Take the pawn because of the pin. Take the bishop, take the pawn. I'm doing fine, joking aside, obviously. Let's see, I can play h6 here. I can also just play c6. So I'm gonna build a nice little chain here. But yeah, I mean, I think what I would say in general terms is, yeah, with Magnus not playing, it's very questionable where the value lies. I mean, again, they're struggling on many fronts. You saw Chessable fired 50% of their staff, which definitely is not good. Obviously, Tour is struggling. The viewership is down by like 90% from a year ago. So there are a lot of issues. And if Magnus is not the world champion, I mean, it's pretty dicey. I mean, it really is dicey. So I don't know. I don't know. I can trade the bishops. I think I'm just gonna play simple chess with rook e8. So he takes, I just take. I can switch to Allure for the $3. Appreciate it. I guess I'll take. He's gonna get a knife on f5, which is scary, but you know what I say to him? I say I am gonna put a knife on f4 too. How do you like that? And now I think I'm doing quite well. Take the knight. I can also go bishop c7, which I think is better because I hold the knife on f4 and I can take h3. It's random opponents, yeah. Maybe the tour wasn't supposed to be for everything. It'll go back to the GCT meta, but I mean, if the tour is not, I think chess 24 really doesn't have value, period. That's the thing. Without the tour, I don't know what value you can derive. I don't know what value there is in the company. Let's play 96 here. I mean, I'm not trying to be really bearish or negative, but I just don't see the value. Okay, let's trade the knights here on d4. All this talk about knives is making me hungry. Okay, dude. Let's go rook e4, plant this, create the connect 4. I can stack the 2 towers and go for checkmate soon. Guess I'll go here. I could have gone Jesus, but I'm worried about some kind of fork ideas. A knife on f5 is worth at least a fork. Indeed, you guys. Okay, let's go here. Let's stack the towers, take the file, or take the lane, as Tarek would say. Okay, now I'm up a pawn, so I'm willing to exchange juicers. So I'll go here. I'm really starting to put the heat on my man. Okay, now g6 is a move. I mean, I can even go rook e2 here. Oh, he's knight h6 and queen g7. Ah, the man is trying to trick me. I think I trade and go rook e1. So on knight h6, I can just sidestep with king f8. Yeah, just sidestep, and he can't take because he's in check. And now he resigns the game. Chess24 generates nice income from Twitch, YouTube courses sales, and general traffic to their website. I mean, I'm not going to be negative, but what traffic exactly? People watch events, but you know, if you don't have users actually playing chess, like, I mean, you don't have users playing chess on the site, you don't have a working play zone. I mean, I don't know what you mean. I mean, that's not trying to be negative, but I don't know what you mean by that. They literally haven't had like a play zone that works like ever. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to like be really nasty, but I just don't know what you mean. According to the similar web, 2 million visits per month. And how many views is chess.com getting per day? I mean, chess.com probably is getting like, I mean, Lord only knows. I'm betting it's like probably like 10 million a day, just to guess. Castle and play like d5. Thanks so much to Ali for the prime. Thanks so much to Ali. Checkmate Strider CPK. This is actually a sub of the channel. I've played him in sub games before. I recognize the username. I can play queen b3 here. I can play d5, try to use the double op combo. Let's play d5, try to use a double op combo. We have a double wooden shield as well, like a very nice double wooden shield. A fake wooden shield? No, it's not a fake one. It's a real one. I mean, I don't know. I would have to consult with the legend to find out what he thinks. But I think XQC would agree. This is a real wooden shield. Take and go check. What is a wooden shield? Just ask XQC. What are the issues with Lee Chess? I mean, problem is Lee Chess is free. That's the problem. It's free. So like, they don't make money. I mean, that's the problem. I don't know why I didn't take this pawn. That's just insane. Okay, now I'm gonna go I mean, I'm gonna go rook d1. I mean, that's the problem. I mean, okay, let's go b4 and b5. Okay, I see XCC's combo with Andrew Tate. I mean, sorry, but I don't even want to talk about that guy. He's a joke. Let's play king f2 here. Play a4, consolidate our connect 3 here. Okay, I'm gonna create a outside pass pawn here. Take with the pawn. Now I can play h5. I mean, this is actually not so simple to win. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I guess I'll take. I think I'll go here. Thank you so much to Novlowski for the prime. Thank you so much to Novlowski. Appreciate it. Thank you. According to similar web, chess.com has 20 times more visits than chess24. Yeah, that's not shocking, actually. Thank you so much Dimpool for the 2, Pawn Daddy for the 10. Fabiano is very quiet. Fabiano is not someone who actually, like, he doesn't do stuff on social media, but as I said, Fabiano is like the one guy in everything that's happened where he's like, he literally wants to just like bang a wall today. He wants to bang a wall and get really mad because he would have finished second if he had known. He would have just been very he would have been very solid and just made a draw. He would have made a bunch of draws. Yeah, like, I mean, it's just true. He would have. because Fabiano, I mean, he was like cruising, he was in clear second and cruising, but he thought he had to finish first, started getting more aggressive, trying too hard, and bad things happened. But again, I mean, like, Fabiano is the one player, if anybody really is going to be mad, it's got to be Fabiano. In India, top players are given a job so they could focus on chess. Does that happen in the US? No, hell no, you guys. You think in the US they're gonna let you have a job with, you know, with like Chevron, and you go play chess tournaments all the time? Please, this is America. Where do you think we are? Yeah, I mean, can you imagine if Chevron's like, oh yeah, we're gonna sponsor you to basically, we're gonna sponsor you to go play chess tournaments. Yes, we're gonna sponsor you to go play chess tournaments. Let's go check. I mean, I will say, I mean, joking aside though, that more than any other single thing is why Vishy should go down. Vishy Anand, of course, should go down as probably, in my opinion, the greatest chess player of all time. Without, I mean, like the chess player, whatever you want to call it, like Vishy is #1 by a mile because of what he created for all these Indian players, like all these GMs. Like, if you're a 2550 GM in India, you will have support. It might not be crazy, but you're going to be able to live. If you're 2550 in the US, no siree, you better go play the open tournaments. You better start finishing high up in the tournaments, or else you're going home broke. Thank you so much, GM Hans. Thank you so much to GM Hans for the 31-month resub. America has a great support system. America has a great support system, especially the Federation. Hans knows where it's at. I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to say to that, because it's very hard to say anything that's not like really bad. But anyway, yeah, so it's not, I don't think it's about the economic situation. It's just that in India, chess is so respected. Like Vishy is just so respected, and chess is so highly valued in society there, that it's like chess is as good as it gets. There's just a lot of support. I mean, I would say this about the US. Maybe this is actually probably true about a lot of things in the US. Now, before I say that though, first things first, I had this position in a game in 1997 at the Manhattan Chess Club, which still existed at the time, against a grandmaster by the name of Alex Scherzer, where I played bishop h5, b4, bishop b6, knight d2, and we actually had a draw with this queen d3, queen g6 move. I was about 2200 back then, but I did have this all the way back in 1997. I think it's queen d3 here, queen g6, and it was a draw. Yeah, I remember it because it was like, he was a grandmaster, so it was like really special at the time. It goes queen d5, which I believe is wrong. For b4 c4, I'm gonna do it. It might be wrong, but it looks right. Yeah, in the US, if you're near the top and you can play tournaments like in St. Louis, etc., it's very good. But if you're just like, you're just a normal like 2550 very good grandmaster, even 2600, there's no support in the US, no support at all. So yeah, thank you so much OMG for the tier 1. But mainly I would just say that's the thing with India, is that Vishy made chess, I mean, what's the word, like sexy, or it became really highly valued in the culture, and that's why Vishy is just, I mean, he's something else. I'm down a pawn, but he has issues with the queen here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the word is. I mean, I'm surely coming up with the wrong words, but I think you guys get what I'm saying. You go here in a4 maybe, but yeah, it's just like, just very valued. What's that? Like Brandon Jacobson? Yeah, Brandon's a great example. Brandon's what, like 2550, very solid grandmaster, relatively young, no support at all. If he was Indian, he'd have a job at the State Indian Oil Company, and he'd be able to travel and play chess. Let's go b5 here, rook c1 next move. But yeah, okay, he's trying to put the knight on e6. I still think he's got problems with this queen side here. A lot of problems with these pieces. I can go knight c4 or knight e4. All roads lead to Rome, so I'm gonna go knight c4, which maybe is wrong, but I'm trying to do something on the queen side here if I can. 2500 can be a good coach, make money. You can make money, yes, but I mean, coaching is obviously far less fun than playing. I mean, that goes without saying. He's playing this quite well. I guess I'll go here on bishop g5 maybe. Play bishop g5, bishop f4. go here, put more pressure. I mean, he's got all these pieces that are not developed yet, and I've got full development, so my development should count for more than his pawn, this piddly pawn on c6 here. So yeah, anyway, that's the thing though. There were like 10 grandmasters in Chennai when Vishy, there were like 10 grandmasters in Chennai very Vishy was born. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm assuming you're saying that there were 0 when he became, I mean, Vishy was the first GM. There was Vishy and Barua and like no GMs forever, and now they're like 100 Indian GMs. I can play g4. I'm moving too slowly here. Okay, let's just go. Oh, I can trade and go knight d7, of course. Just takes a knight d7, obviously. If you grind as much as you did now with 300 FIDE points lower, would you throw in the towel and change occupations or coach? Yes, I would actually. I would. That's the reality of it. It's sad, but that is the reality. Norway didn't get a boom. Tari not a top 10 contender, neither is Hammer. Well, I mean, they're very good players, but like the thing is, like I think also in Norway, while Magnus is the world champion, Magnus is not like viewed the same way Vishy is. Like in India, Vishy, it's viewed as something very special, something very, very good. Like kids are playing chess at a very high level, a lot of support across the board. So I think it makes a big difference. Let's go f4, f5. Very real, but that sucks hearing. It's just the truth. It's just the truth, my friends. That's just how it is. I mean, of course it's terrible. What am I doing? Okay, let's just go f5. I mean, let's go here. Have I been declining any celebrity streaming training sessions? No, I have not. Wait, where's the win? Queen c3. I mean, this must be winning. I don't actually see a forced win. Probably some way to win, although I still don't see it. Oh, I have rook. No, rook a1 queen c4. Never mind. Oh my god, I hung mate in 1. He had queen. Oh my gosh, he actually he had queen e1, which was mate in 1. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Jeez, that was careless. Okay, let's play knight e7 d6 here. Okay, he's gonna play g3 now. This is, I believe, the most solid approach. Black should be fine here, although this is very hard to play. Let's drop back. I'm gonna castle, play rook e8. Indians are usually emotionally driven. They celebrate their superstars and treat them as gods. Not sure if it's that case in Norway. I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously I don't know. Do I think it's disrespectful for Magnus to turn the world championship into a meaningless title now that the world's best players isn't defending it? I mean, look, Magnus wanted changes to the format, and FIDE felt the format is fine. I mean, you can make arguments both ways. That's what I would say. I mean, you make arguments both ways. But I will say that all of that aside, I think it sets a good precedent from the standpoint of Magnus standing up to FIDE. I mean, the thing is, nobody really has stood up to FIDE for what they're doing. Really, like, I mean, ever. I mean, of course, Gary did way back in the day, but in general, people don't really stand up to FIDE when they do stupid things. So from that standpoint, I think it's actually very good that he's standing up. He's standing up to FIDE. Let's go here, consolidate. I'm actually not in good shape. It's a pretty bad position, actually. Can I explain what FIDE is doing? Well, FIDE pushes players around. I mean, FIDE does push players around. Like, you just look at the candidates, like they really do push the players around quite a bit. And you know, players can't really, I mean, what are you supposed to do? They'll just say, okay, who cares? Like, I mean, okay, we'll just find the next player who's willing to play in a tournament. So I mean, in my opinion, I think from that standpoint, it's good that he's standing up to them. Whether it results in anything or not remains to be seen, obviously, but who knows? Am I angry about third place? Yes, you guys, I'm totally devastated. Okay, what am I gonna play here? I guess I'll just go g6 nature. I'm actually getting crushed in this game. He does that, which I'm a little surprised by. I guess it's still hard for me to do anything here. I guess I'll go f6 is not the move I want to play. I guess let's play a5. I have knight b5, knight d4 or something. I should not lose probably, but I might not save this either. Sure. Go here, bishop c8 and f6. I think bishop f1 was a very poor move. I go here, I take, and then I go knight f5, and I think I'm starting to improve the position quite a bit. Can't tell. Oh, I'm being sarcastic, of course. It's been the running joke all day that I'm like, I'm completely devastated. I'm so sad that I lost that game to Ding. It's been the running joke. If you just tuned in, that yeah, it's been the running joke all day. I can take and draw probably, or maybe not. Oh no, wait, I thought I was down one pawn here. Why am I down two pawns? I thought I was down one pawn, but I clearly cannot count. Although he hangs this pawn, very poor. And now I will draw because I can go here, and I have knight e3. I'm checking, play knight g4 maybe. I might win this game actually. It's a little bit sketchy for my opponent. He's kind of misplayed this a little bit. Okay, he goes there. I mean, of course I take. I'll go here to catch the pawn. Bring the knight back. Now the pawn is very weak. Go here. Very scary. I'm threatening rook b1. I also check here. Wait. And now he's getting mated because the knight covers. He should have won this game. And now I'll go h5 and knight g4, and I lock him up in jail with rook h1 or rook h2. All right, we got the win. You're so good. It's just chess, don't worry. Should FIDE organize another tournament for second place? No, I don't think they can. I mean, the real question is, with Magnus doing this, will there be something separate now? That's like a big question, is whether this leads to some huge schism. Whoa, they had John Bartholomew for the raid with 140. I think that's what's Johnny B. By the way, I will say, speaking of Johnny B, I take because I threatened mate in one here. Speaking of Johnny B, I think he was absolutely right when he said Magnus would play if I got second. I think he knew what he was talking about 100%. So that's also why, like, I don't particularly care that much about everything, because I'm pretty confident Magnus would have played if I'd finished second, which is why, for everybody who wants to be mad about what has happened today, just be mad at me. It's all my fault. Like everything else in chess, it's my fault that I didn't draw against Ding, just like it's also my fault that I did not beat Nepo in round what was it, round 5 or whatever it was. So it's all my fault, you guys. I ruined the world of chess. I'm gonna go here, hit the pawn on e3. They're doubled here, so it's very good. Take. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna get this great bastion on e5 here. You think highly of yourself? No, I don't. I'm making a joke. But I mean, people on Reddit love to blame me for everything. They look for a conspiracy theory in everything. Like, everything I do is wrong. It's like the best one I saw recently was when I played Benjamin Bach in the RCC, and they're like, Benjamin had to give Hikaru a draw because obviously Hikaru is on his channel, he's paying him, so Benjamin couldn't beat him in that game, even though it was +8, without realizing, of course, that Benjamin was very low on time, and I probably would have been able to flag him. And then there are other good ones too, like, it's, you know, how much should I pay XQC to do the collaboration with me? That's one of the other ones that I loved. Yeah, that's also another great conspiracy theory, that, you know, I obviously, like, I paid XQC to do a collab with me. It's always a Juho for the gifted sub to John Bartholomew. I don't actually read the hate comments, but I thought it was really funny. Thank you, Val Nikolai, for the gifted sub and XWoo. Yeah. It's also my fault for not winning the 2016 candidates and being a reigning world champion right now instead of streaming. Yeah, that's also my fault, right? It's also my fault. It's also my fault that I ruined Fabiano's. Oh, this guy blundered the same thing. Yes, it's also my fault that I ruined Fabiano's tournament too. Yes, so it's all my fault in a way, right? Exactly, I agree. The XQC theory sounds plausible though. Jeez, you guys are crazy. To think that. Do you have any idea like how much sponsors pay him for his streams? You guys are crazy. Inflation? No, inflation's not my fault. That can't be my fault. You blame Brandon for that. Or no, actually, sorry, you blame Jerome. You blame Jerome for that. That's Jerome's fault. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna play H6 here and Knight G6 next move.
Yuho_J
yeah.
just subscribed.
Thank you so much to IAZ for the 6 months. Thank you so much.
Just resubbed for 6 months.
Let's go here, hit the queen because E3 is hanging, so I should be doing very well here.
This is your fault too.
What's my fault too? Thank you, Drew, over the tier 1. $3. Can you expand on why you're confident Magnus would defend if I finish second? I mean, I've spoken about it before. I think I mean Magnus definitely plays his best against me. He tries his hardest against me, and I would say that a world where I could be world champion and Magnus isn't, it's not realistic. I mean, he would do everything he could to stop that from ever happening. So let's go here. Not just against me, of course, but I mean, I do feel like he takes far less risks when he plays me than he does against a lot of the other top players in the online events, at least. Yeah, let's go here. I'm not being a Bobby Fischer here because I have a check. The bishop's not getting trapped. If it was on c2 and he could go b3, it would work, but now I have a check and the bishop gets out. Play a6 here. Yeah, people here think they know Magnus better than I do. When I mean, there probably is like only one person in the world who's, well, yeah, there's probably only one person in the world who I think is more qualified to speak on that topic, and I think that's Fabiano. Thank you so much to Varun Kulkarni for the 9 months. Thank you so much. Let's go knight e5 and trade some knights. Trade the rooks. Take again. Problem for my man is look at all his pawns are on white squares. All my pawns are on the black squares, so I'm in really good shape here. I guess I'll go here and just start eating the pawns. What do you think the next time I play Magnus in Classic will be? It probably will be in Vikonze in 20 it'll be in Vikonze in 2023 probably. Tries harder is the wrong word, you guys. What I would say is that he takes less risks. He takes less risks in the opening approach. Far less risks. So yeah. Gingineer, what have you noticed in streams recently? What did you notice? The bishop e3? I don't understand what you're saying. What happens with a lot of streamers? Let's play g3 bishop g2. Play here in Castle. We'll be playing 3 to 4 OTB streams max. Now you mean tournaments? I'm gonna play the tournaments that qualify for the cycle, of course, like the Grand Prix, probably the Grand Swiss as well, and the World Cup. I guess I go h3 to stop this. I don't know if this is actually good. Do I think it's bad for the Magnus branded world champion? I don't think it matters much. But yeah, I mean, it's very bad for, I mean, the main thing though is like chess 24. It's is the group that I think suffers the most out of all of this. Thank you so much to Vin Brando for the prime. I'm gonna just develop my knight. Maybe I go to c2 to hold the knight in the center, or here to hit the bishop. They're both good. I won't play the Grand Chess Tour. Maybe I will, but again, you guys, I actually have to say that after having not traveled much for the last couple of years due to COVID, of course, traveling has become annoyingly unpleasant for me lately. Like I feel a lot more tired than I ever used to, and so the idea of traveling all over the world to play one tournament, then go somewhere else to play another tournament, doesn't really appeal to me the way that it did in the past. I feel tired. I don't feel good. Like yesterday, for example, I felt terrible after the stream, like towards the end of the stream. And I mean, I had gotten back, I mean, just the the afternoon before, but I'm 100% sure that I was so tired, I had a headache, everything else, because I had traveled the day before, and that was only from the West Coast. That was only California. I mean, that was like California to Florida. It wasn't like it was some like overseas trip. Will I play Norway chess? Most likely I will play Norway chess. Actually, let's go here and hit the pawn. If I did a cooking stream, what would I make? I would probably do a sous vide. I'd probably do a sous vide. What would I do? I'd probably do, there are a couple things I could do. Probably my favorite would be to do a sous vide Chilean sea bass, maybe with some lemon, some oregano, maybe just do some potatoes on the side or something like that. Let's play f4, maybe f5 next move. I feel fine now, but I'm just saying that I felt really tired. Sous vide is a boring stream though. It just means boiling in a bag. No, I mean the other part you have to cook. Okay, Gordon Ramsay, thank you so much. Yeah. Uh-oh, here comes the Pyramid of Giza, and that's game over. It was a long stream, but I know that I was a little bit off from the start yesterday just because I had traveled the day before. Sous vide is high class, set it and forget it. Yeah, I mean, come on, you guys. If you have $50 million, why should you be cooking like a pleb? Let's play rook d1 here and put pressure on the bishop on d7. This should be very, very good for me. Thank you so much to Kern Spin for the prime. Thank you so much to Kern Spin. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yay! Should Magnus go after what now? I don't know what you mean. Thank you so much to Gabamura for the 4 months. Music can distract sometimes, but generally it's not a big deal. How do you feel competing for the world championship would affect the stream? Streaming it probably wouldn't affect it that much, but it'd be hard because I would have to start streaming like I did before the event. At any rate, you guys, I'm gonna take a short break, go run to the restroom, we'll come back, and I think we're gonna start playing subs if I'm not mistaken, but let me check with my mods and we'll keep rocking and rolling. So give me a few minutes, you guys.